Welcome to Simple Truth, the podcast that is kept simple because, well, Jesus is simple. Let's get to the heart of the matter, leaving you with a takeaway and a place to pray. How do you kill your flesh when that person or that thing is rising up inside of you, screaming your name? How do you put it to death? The lingering, the pain, the agitation that remains. How do you crucify your flesh? I believe we have to take our eyes off of ourselves. Exalt Jesus and His name. Start praising Him. Ask Him to help you forgive and to let go. To forget the worst of it. We need to magnify Him and not our problem or that person. Magnify Him for who He is and how He sees us in our most difficult situations. Take the offense and drop it. This is not a battle with the other person or thing. This is a spiritual battle, so you have to fight in the spirit and not the flesh. Romans 8:8 says, "Those who are in the flesh cannot please God." We have to call upon His name, seek His face, and remain in the Spirit and not our way. I would rather please God than myself, but it is hard sometimes. 1 Peter 3:9 says, "And never return evil for evil or insult for insult. Avoid scolding, berating, and any kind of abuse. But on the contrary, give a blessing. Pray for one another's well-being, contentment, and protection. For you have been called for this very purpose, that you might inherit a blessing from God that brings well-being, happiness, and protection." This verse pretty much says it all. It's not easy to overcome sin and remain in the Spirit. I mean, we are flesh and bones too. But at the end of the day, you will find peace when you fix your eyes on the one above instead and choosing to bless them or that thing. 2 Corinthians 10:3 says, "For though we walk in the flesh as mortal men, we are not carrying on our spiritual warfare according to the flesh and using the weapons of man." Jesus, help us when we want to fight our way. Help us not to stray into a mess of a mess. Help us, as this is one of the hardest things we may face. Help us see the way, your way, in your name. Amen. You have been listening to the Simple Truth Podcast with Lacey Whitaker. I would love to hear from you. If you are looking for direction, help, or just want to engage further, you can head over to our website at trueloveministries.org and click on Email Me or join our one-on-one coaching. Also, there is a link to all my books and more information on our school, Yahweh Academy. Thank you again for joining me and have a very blessed day.